Gonna start this off. Welcome to the show.
It's not bunch of fucking bullshit. It's not Shut up! I hate you so much. Shut the fuck up, Donnie.
Dude, I fucking hate that. Check it out. Good evening. Welcome to Things I Hate 35. It's the evening time. I usually record this Sunday morning, but it's Monday evening. I haven't been this late on it in a minute. It's due to the fact that now my weekends are taken up by doing some fucking movie. I am trying to break into the entertainment industry. I got a role in this little student art film. And every weekend I have to do rehearsals now for it. Thank God I'm getting paid for it because it is fucking whack. You know what I mean? No, you don't know what I mean. It is fucking whack. The guy has never directed a movie before. And the other guy in it has never acted before and is 18. I'm obviously not a pro actor. And you know what? I don't really have anything against the other guy acting. You know, he's just a kid who's doing his thing. But the director is your classic, pretentious-ass film school student who's like, oh my God, you don't like German alt-noir film from the fucking 1970s and you're a peasant. You're disgusting and everything you like is dumb. You know what I mean? Like, it's one of those. And this guy... I'm jumping right into it, you know, whatever. Things I Hate 35, we're here, so fuck you, this is it. This guy, this director, he writes the play, he writes the movie, and he gives me the dialogue. The dialogue is essentially different characters monologuing their plot, their crucial plot points. So instead of kind of a dialogue being like, hey, how you doing, Joe? Not too bad, Jimmy. How you doing? You know what I mean? One guy steps on the stage and he goes, I am this character. I'm here because of this. I do this. Then I do this. I go here. And then that character shuts up. And the other character comes in. I'm other character. I'm other character here for other reason. I do other things and I do other things. And that's the dialogue. So I bring this up and I'm like, hey, man, you know, maybe you should have dialogue that's a little more natural because this is going to fucking suck and it's going to be awful and nobody's going to want to watch it. And he's like, I understand what you're saying, but, you know, that's just not how I want the movie to go. All right, fine. Fuck me. You know, what do I know? Then we're rehearsing, me and the kid. The kid's like 18. He's young, right? Whatever. I do my lines. I'm a detective. So I'm doing the, you know, like, I'm being like a regular detective. I'm not doing like, hey, buddy, you know. I'm doing like regular. I'm just like, hey, I'm a detective. Like, how are you? Like that kind of shit. You know what I mean? And he goes, less emotion. I go, okay. Hey, I'm a detective. How are you? Less emotion. Hey, I'm a detective. How are you? Less emotion. Less emotion. Less emotion. Finally, by the end of it, I sound like a fucking robot. I'm like, hi, I'm the detective. How are you? Like literally like that. Then the kid goes. The kid is like a paranoid, deaf guy. He's like a weird guy. And the kid does his lines. He's kind of doing like, he's like paranoid, you know, He's kind of going, oh, what's going on? Like, like that kind of. Director, less emotion, shocker, you know. Kids, oh, what's going on? Less emotion. Oh, what's going on? Less emotion. Oh, what's going on? By the end of it, we literally both sound like robots. The director's like, great job. That's perfect. What the fuck? I'm not even going to tell anybody about it because it's going to suck so hard. It's going to be so whack. And the director is just fucking delusional. And he's like, this is going to be sick. And it's like, no, bro, it's not going to be sick. It's going to be fucking whack. Art, you know, art. Sometimes art is for the creator. I hope this guy likes it because I think it's gonna suck. It's gonna be so shit. Oh, it's gonna be so shitty. I hope I can make it kind of fun. It definitely, I'll tell you one thing, it definitely is a good acting challenge. I'm gaining a lot of respect for actors because I'm doing this and I'm like, this guy sucks. Like, this director sucks and this character sucks and this dialogue's fucking whack. I will give the director credit. The story is pretty neat. I'm not going to get into it because it's long and kind of boring to explain the whole thing. But the outline of the story is cool. I just think he fucked up the execution. The writing is a bit shitty and some other stuff. But, you know, what do I know? He's went to film school, so maybe he's a pro guy. I don't fucking know. Anyway, so that happened. Yeah, welcome to Things I Hate 35, bitch. Here we are. What's up? You know, feeling pretty good. I have anxiety. How's this for a catch-22? I was having so much anxiety recently that I was anxious about going to bed because when you don't sleep, your whole day is fucked up the next day, right? And so every time I went to bed, I'd be like, shit, like, I have to get a good sleep because if I don't get a good sleep, my whole day will be fucked up the next day. And, like, if you don't get a good sleep, you know, saying your day is fucked up doesn't really do it enough justice. Like, I get depressed when I'm tired. I have less motivation, less initiative. I'm fucking dumber. I'm quicker to anger, you know, quicker to just fucking kill you. You know what I mean? I crash into despair at the drop of a hat, you know. In the morning, I'm tired and I'm cracking my eggs for an omelet. And a shell, I'm tired. I had a bad sleep. A piece of shell falls in the omelet. I go, fuck, I can't fucking do it. Fucking omelet broken. I don't know what I'm gonna do. You know, like little things will just, you know, I don't know. My shoelace breaks. What am I gonna do with my fucking shoelace? So when you're tired, the whole world seems like against you. For me, anyway. It just fucks you up. And so, you know, obviously I don't want to have days like that. So when I go to sleep, I was like, shit, I really hope that I have a good sleep because I don't want to feel shitty tomorrow. Because if I feel shitty, it'll be an endless cycle of like, I'll feel shitty. And then when I go to bed, I'll be anxious because I felt shitty again. So I'm like, now I really got a good sleep. So I was having all this pressure build up, and it's awful. Like I'm laughing about it, but it's fucking awful. And I'm even getting kind of stressed out about talking about it now. But I don't know what happened. It just kind of like clicked that it's just like, dog, like just chill the fuck out, you know, like it is what it is. And I think a lot of it is like not procrastinating. I think that's a big thing that fucks me up. But anyway, so that was happening. Now I'm more chill. I got this acting thing going on. Even though I'm shitting on it, it's pretty cool to like do an acting job and get paid for it, which is nice. And I'm trying to write more jokes. I have a bunch of jokes today. I'm trying to write jokes every day. I'm tweeting some tweets. So check me out, Tom DL Murphy on all social media, Twitter included. I got merch coming. Brothers and sisters. Fucking the merch design is finalized. I'm going to have 2 test samples here in 3 weeks. And then I'm going to have, you guys are going to be able to buy it on a location yet to be determined, probably on a Shopify store that I'm going to make. And you guys can buy some fucking merch. It's going to be pretty cool. Embroidered shit. You know what I'm saying? So, schwa schwa, you know what I'm saying? Cool beans. Gank, schwink, quing, word. TikTok reply. What did I do? Oh, I think I posted that TikTok of me talking about kicking old people in the chest on the metro. And somebody on TikTok was like, do escalators. So I was like, whatever, I'm happy to oblige. Here's my fucking take on escalators is they suck. No, escalators are like sidewalks in that when you're on an escalator or you're on a sidewalk or you're walking anywhere with people coming in 2 directions, stay to the right. Okay? It's really easy. Stay to the fucking right. Just like when you drive a car, okay? Just like when you drive a fucking car. The whole infrastructure of North America is built on moving to the right when you're going in a direction. You just stick on the right. It's easy. It's only one rule. Stick to the right. Okay, now maybe there's another couple rules if you can handle it. Fucking idiots. Don't group on the sidewalk, okay? Don't stand in the middle of the sidewalk and fucking, yeah, how you doing? I'm doing good. How you fucking, don't do that. And if you're a shithead teenager and, you know, you're going through high school and you're depressed and your parents just got divorced and maybe you just smoke meth for the first time and, like, you just got rejected by your crush and the whole world is against you and you don't have anywhere to go, I don't give a fuck. Don't go on the sidewalk. Find somewhere else, okay? You stupid fucking idiots. I said it before. I'll say it again. I would rather you get addicted to heroin than you block my path on the sidewalk. Get out of the fucking way. It's called a sidewalk because you're supposed to walk, not stand. It's not called a side stand. It's not called a side group. It's called a sidewalk. Get out of the fucking way. You stupid assholes. Oh, yeah. Fuck you guys. I hate that shit. And you know what? To be fair, it's not just shithead teenagers. It's shithead all people. You know what I mean? But usually teenagers, like, I don't know, they really don't give a fuck. They just post up on the... God, when I was a teenager, I had so much social anxiety. There's no way I could stand in the way of somebody. I'd be like, oh my God, I'm sorry. Having said that, you know what I did do is, oh God, even thinking about it. In my high school, Canada, winter high school, cold, right? There was like, what are they called? Storm doors, where there's one set of doors and then another. Directly behind the first set of doors was a heater. And I used to chill there with some homies. Oh God, it was so fucking... I used to stand in the set of double doors area where everyone was walking through. I would stand on the side, but there would be such little room to stand on the side and people would walking through and I'd stand there, you know, because in high school, like, I kind of like didn't have a group of friends. I was like chill with everybody. So I was kind of hanging out with these guys one morning. I was like, maybe these guys are going to be my friends, you know, like my group of friends. No, shocker, because they're a bunch of fucking idiots standing in the way. But anyway, I was like, whatever, testing out that social circle. And we're standing there, and I'm like, dude, in my head, I was like, I know this is fucking whack. But, you know, I didn't have the fucking spine at the time to be like, this is stupid as shit, and I'm going to do something else. So if you're a teenager, don't stand in the way of shit. And you know what? Even if you're not a teenager, if you're a fucking dumb idiot who likes to stand on the sidewalk and how's your dog? Shut up. Move off. Just move away. Usually there's some kind of option in this sidewalk scenario for you to get out of the way of traffic. And you know what? At the very least, I don't mind if it's clear that you're making an effort. You know, you're kind of scooching to the side, then it's like, okay, like that's forgivable. But if you're just like fucking posted up, dick out, like, oh, I'm in the sidewalk. I hate it. Same thing goes with escalators, my homie. So homie on TikTok who's like, do escalators. It's the same shit. Of course, escalators, people are more, they're usually less dumb about because it's so narrow. For some reason, people on sidewalks, they're just like fucking free-for-all. We need order and rules. Otherwise, what kind of fucking savages are we? The other thing that pisses me off on sidewalks is you get those motherfucking groups of people who are like, who are having a good time. What a stupid thing. Who are having a good time. And they're crowds of people, and they take up the whole sidewalk. Bro. If you're a crowd of people, then get off. Get off. Like, whenever I'm walking, I think of the sidewalk as a road. I divide it right in half, okay? And I make sure I never fucking cross onto the left side. And I urge you to do the same thing. Don't fucking cross. If you're a group of people, Don't walk 3 across, okay? Somebody's going to have to bite the bullet and take the back position. 2 people in the front, 1 person in the back. One person in the front. Big dog, alpha homie, leading the way. I don't know. But don't walk 3 abreast and block the sidewalk. What the fuck is wrong with you? So arrogant. Why don't you move? Why don't you fucking move? Another interesting thing that happens in Canada and other places where there's snow is like if the snowplow or whatever sidewalk plow hasn't come through to clear all the snow, what happens is you get people just walking down the sidewalk, clearing a footpath in the snow, and the footpath is very narrow enough usually just for one single file line of humans, not even 2 abreast, like on the sidewalk. And so an interesting thing happens, and it's one of my favorite phenomena in Canada. Social phenomena is like you'll be walking down a single file snow path, okay? Somebody's walking towards you, you're walking towards somebody. And when you meet each other, you know that you guys are good guys if both of you step off the path and go into the snow. And what happens is both parties sacrifice their dry feet in order to ensure that manners and politeness live on. Because it's like you'll get like, I'm whatever, like a middle-aged guy. Oh, middle-aged guy. If another like young dude is walking towards me, you both step off because it's like, bro, I'm not going to let my good homie over here who's like, same age as me, roughly, whatever. I'm not going to let this poor guy step into the snow, on his own. I can't let him pass me by. I can't pass by him and stay in the path and keep my feet dry as this excellent gentleman, this upstanding young man is sacrificing his dry feet for me. I must join him in the dry feet sacrifice so that we both sacrifice for each other, and it's a beautiful thing, right? Of course, then you get sometimes the greedy asshole who you sacrifice for him and he doesn't even sacrifice. And then sometimes you are the greedy asshole and you take the path and then the other person sacrifices. Now, critics will say, Tom, that's illogical. Why don't you guys, somebody has to take the path. There should never be a double sacrifice. And I say to you, where is your fucking heart? Okay? Where is your emotion, your honor, your valor? Where is your chivalry? Where your days of old, where you sacrifice for each other? Where is your altruistic nature, you fucking shill? Yeah, I like that shit. Yeah. Sacrifice for each other, my homies. I love you guys. Okay, how about this fucking bullshit? My cousin is a stupid idiot. Nah, but I love him. Nah, but he's a dumb idiot, but he has his moments. And one of the smartest things he ever said to me was that you have to smile and nod. And I am not good at this. And what I mean by smile and nod is like when people say some bullshit to you that just hits you, like that, like you're just like, fuck, you're so fucking stupid. When you get hit with one of those and you're like, oh, you motherfucking idiot. You stupid shithead idiot. When you get hit with that shit, you just gotta smile and nod, man. Because I guarantee you the fight that you would have by diving into that bullshit will not be worth your time. And it will make you so much more stressed. Like the other day, man. I went out with this French girl, from Quebec. A French person, right? Their first language is French, not English. It's their second language. They spoke English very well, but, it's their second language. Now, my first language is English. I'm an English speaker. I know the language very well. Why? Because I've spoken it all my life. Okay? I'm on a date with this girl. Talking about cooking, talking about recipes. She's like, oh, yeah, the other day I was using some margarine. And I was like, excuse me? She's like, margarine. And I was like, what is that? And she's like, like fake butter. And I go, oh, you mean margarine? And she's like, I'm pretty sure it's pronounced margarine. What do I do at this point, right? What do I do? I don't go, no, you fucking idiot. It's pronounced margarine. I know because I'm English. What do? I go, cool. That's it, man. I go, yeah. Okay. Like that. Just like, yeah, sure. Whatever you say. She goes, it is. And I go, yeah, great. I don't care. I don't fucking care. Sure. Let's defer to you, the French speaker, the non-native English speaker, on the pronunciation of English words. I don't fucking run around to you and say, oh, it's actually pronounced bunger instead of bonjour. It's not. It's bunger. It's actually croissant. It's croissant, not croissant. You've been saying it wrong your whole life. Lucky for you, me, an English speaker, is here to tell you how to speak your own fucking language. No, I don't do that. You know why? Because I'm not a fucking idiot. I'm pretty sure it's margarine. Sure, whatever you say. It's margarine. Great. Oh my God. It's just like, okay. That's all you say. Just like, okay, sure, it's margarine. Yeah, whatever you want. I'll call up Oxford and tell them to change the entry. Hey, Webster Merriam, just got word. You'd never guess. I thought it was margarine. We all thought it was margarine. Turns out, margine. How do you spell that? A J, couple E's. There's a Q in there too. Are you sure? Man, I got it straight from the fucking horse's mouth down here. This fucking 21-year-old lady from Quebec, she knows how to do it, man. Trust me. Is there a better source? I don't think so. It's on me for going on a date with a 21-year-old, so there you go. Get fucked. Anyway, she was a nice lady, I should say, except for that. On the topic of, of just being a negative cunt. Sometimes you'll get into conversations with people. I don't like to. I like to kill enthusiasm for certain things. I don't like it when people come to me and they're like, they talk to me about how excited they are about this restaurant that's trendy. I don't like that. I'm like, you shouldn't be so excited about a restaurant because, like, fuck you. like it shouldn't be so exciting for you. I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear about how nice your meal was. I think it's less like hearing about how nice your meal was and more like, I don't want to engage in a discussion about trendy things because I find it like disingenuous. You know what I mean? It's like when you engage in a discussion about trendy restaurants and trendy things, it stops being a discussion and it starts being a fucking pissing contest of who is the most trendy, right? And I don't want to be anywhere near that. I don't want to get into that. I don't want to have any part of that. So when people come at me with like, oh, what restaurants have you been to recently? And like, oh, wow, did you get that orange wine? I go, no, I don't know what that is. And they're like, how do you pick restaurants? I go, I fucking don't. I go to the one that's closest to me, and I don't even look at the menu. I just point at it blankly. I say, I want this, right? Because if they don't talk to you about the trendy restaurants, they talk about the trendy. Did you try the fucking horse tartare with the sachet tuna and the schwiggity schwan shallots? I go, no, I don't care about that. I don't know about any of it. Don't talk to me about it. I don't give a fuck. Get away from me with your fucking trendy shit, okay? I don't want that. Because you get into it and they're like, I went to Fugazi, and Fugazi Pizza is the most pizza place, and you'll never even pizza on the Fugazi Pizza. You know? It's really bad in Montreal because it's like, Montreal, every fucking second person is like, I'm a foodie. Shut the fuck up. Oh my God, have you been to Satay Brothers? Jesus, no, I don't care. The shitty thing is, like, these restaurants are all fantastic, and I would love to go to them, but my insecure, cynical self is like, I don't want to be caught dead in a trendy place because I don't want to admit to anybody that I like that stuff too. Anyway, I'm just laughing because for our end of financial year, our work gave us some Uber Eats money. And the next day, everyone was talking about where they got their stuff from. And they were like, I tried this delicious Italian restaurant, and it was really good. I got this lobster bisque, and it was great. And they were like, Tom, where did you go? And I was like, I don't know. I don't remember the name of the place, which was true. I wasn't just being a cunt. But I really don't, I look at the pictures, and I'm like, that looks good. And then I buy it. I don't want to look at the menu. I'm also pretty impatient, you know what I mean? So like, you go on Uber Eats, and there's like 50 million fucking things, and you're almost like fuck this. This is too hard because it's like so much choice. You're just like, just tell me what to buy. Anyway, yeah, so don't talk to me about anything trendy. It's kind of the same thing as, like, I've talked about this before, but like talking shop. I have guitars. Don't never talk to me about I saw a fucking Stratocaster 911 with a double swip back schwiggity schwam. I don't care. I don't want to know about it. I don't know anything about my guitar, really. I know that it looks cool. Literally, that's why I bought it. It looks cool. I swear to God. It looks cool. It looks fucking cool. You know what I mean? It looks fucking cool. Look, I put a peach sticker on it. That's from my sister's restaurant. It's about as trendy as I get. I put it on it because it goes with it. I'm repping my sister, and it's a butt. I'm fucking all into that. And look, it just looks cool, man. Looks fucking sexy and hot. Look at that. It looks fucking cool. I know what it's called. It's called a Fender Telecaster. I don't know what year it's made. I think I want to say 2000 something, and I know it was made in America. And that's it. And guitar nerds will be like, what kind of pickups you got on there, You got the double back pickups? Like, shut up. Because all those conversations turn into pissing contests. They turn into who knows more. And I don't like that. I don't want to get in a fight with you about who researched this shit more. You know what I mean? That's how I view it. I mean, can you tell I'm terrified of conflict in any form? Because, yeah, that's what it's about. So all that shit, I'm like, no, thank you. You know what I mean? Same with tech shit. It happens too. Craigslist is cooler than dating apps. So, my ongoing fucking saga. What should I even call my relationship with dating apps? I feel like it would be like an odyssey, maybe. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, I'm off them right now. Thank God. They are terrible for me. They're not good. I think I've decided that after this. They're really not good for me. Can't do it. But anyway, I'm off them now, but when I first started this podcast, I did this segment where I would like go on Craigslist and just like read misconnections ads. And it was kind of funny. Maybe I'll do it. I don't know. It was kind of boring and whatever. I was on there. Craigslist is cooler than dating apps. And I'll tell you why. You know why? Because Craigslist people don't give a fuck, man. They pour their heart and soul out. Well, really just their genitals. They pour out their genitals. They're not really talk too much about love. I shouldn't even say that because there's a lot of romantic motherfuckers on there. I mean, the line between romantic and super creepy is really blurred, but like still, there's a line, and the romance is there. People be like, I saw you on the bus. You had shoes on. Call me. And they're like, I like to think like when they post that shit, they're like, this will definitely work. You were on the bus. You had hair. I love you. Send me a message here. But my email is wrong. Like they'll say some shit like that, Or they have all these fucking codes You'll go on the Craigslist misconnection, and they'll have all these codes like M4M, W4M, CDO, like fatty's okay. There's all these like codes and acronyms and shit. Some of them you can pick up, like M4M is like male for male, some gay shit, you know. W4M is woman for male. That one is rare. You know, you don't see that shit. But some of them are just like, I'm like, dude, how do you even learn about these? I guess that you could just probably just Google them. But, you know, they'll have all these crazy acronyms. And then a lot of times you get like, like male looking for feet pictures. Like, I'll pay you money for your dirty socks. It's so fucking rad. It's so fucking rad. And that's what I mean, dude. It's way fucking cooler than dating apps. Dating apps are like, oh God, like, oh. It's so, I literally got depressed right there just talking about them because it's such bullshit. Like, you go on it. First of all, you're lucky to find a profile where somebody has put some fucking thought into it and has some interesting shit. And among the profiles that have thought put into them, you're lucky to find one that isn't complete sarcastic garbage where you can like learn a little bit about the person, right? Because what do you get? You get the same recycled jokes or the same recycled facts. Everybody loves sushi and travel. You fucking idiots. Guys and girls. Everybody loves that. Everybody loves The Office. Shut up. Shut the fuck up, okay? Just like think a little bit and make a unique thing. Or you get people who will just like, you know, they'll just like try to be random. So they'll be like, what are you interested in? And they'll be like spaghetti. What is your language of love? Spaghetti. And they'll be like, what did your mother say to you before she died? Spaghetti. You know, they'll just do some shit like that. And their pictures will be them all wacky, like, you know what I mean? There's like, you know what, everyone's got their own way of doing things. But anyway, the point I'm trying to make is like, there's just a lot of bullshit on there. And there's a lot of people who are just like, I guess fake. That's kind of like a bit of a broad term and a bit, you know, derivative. But like, there's just a lot of bullshit on dating apps. You know, a lot of people who are just on there to fuck around and whatever else. You go on Craigslist, nobody's fucking around on Craigslist. You know why? Because they're on fucking Craigslist. You're not going to go on Craigslist unless you're fucking desperate or in a more positive light unless you're fucking down. You know, you're keyed in, you're focused. You know what I mean? Craigslist is for people who are focused, for people who have intention, you know, intent. I love it, man. I love it. It's great. Go on there, do all this shit. Yeah, maybe I'll bring it back. I don't know. What other we got here? I pray for the day when a goose, and not when a goose, when the universe presents me with an opportunity to punt the fuck out of a goose. I'm so excited for when I get to kick a goose so hard that I kick it right in the fucking chest. Maybe I'll break its neck too. Maybe, if I'm lucky. You know what I mean? Fucking geese. You know why I don't like geese? Because they don't respect the food chain, man. They don't respect the food chain. You know why? Because we eat geese. And geese are much smaller than us, you know. And everyone's going to come at me like, a geese can bite you and it hurts. And there's lots of TikTok about geese and it hurts. Yeah. Great, you know. I can get hurt riding my bike too, but it doesn't mean, you know, I can't fucking destroy my bike, you know. A goose is this creature that comes up to at most my waist, and that would be a fucking big goose. More like my knees, you know what I mean? Every time a goose hisses at me, I'm like, all I want to do is break your fucking neck and remind you that humans wipe out entire species by accident. We don't even try to kill things. We just exist and things die. You know, pollution, hello. There's something like 2/3 of the world's biodiversity has died in the last like 100 years. Something crazy like that. And we're just like, man, we didn't even try to do that. We're just, you know, we're actively trying to not kill things. Some of us, you know, a big part of the population is really trying to not kill a lot of things. And we still kill a lot of things. So it's like, you fucking geese. Just open your goose eyes, your goose fucking eyes, and see the world that you live in. And just acknowledge that at any moment, I could just get a machete and just cut your fucking head off. Like, I have that power as a human. I have all the power over you. So take your fucking little beak and your stupid little hiss and kick fucking rocks. Okay, I don't want to see your little shit face. And I just pray. I pray so hard that I have the opportunity one day to fuck up a goose. You know what makes me so mad is like, my family, we used to drive by geese, in Ottawa. There's a lot of geese in Ottawa, Canada geese. And I'd be like, look at these fucking geese. And my parents would be like, well, be careful of the goose. And I'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Be careful of, I'd be like, what do you mean, be careful? No, I'd be like, what do you mean, be careful of a goose? Because I was a kid. And they'd be like, wow, geese can really hurt you. And they're like, dangerous. My mom would be like, geese are dangerous. Even as a fucking 10-year-old, I was like, sure, I would lose a fight to a goose. Fuck out of here, bro. As long as we're going on it, I used to have a fantasy in Ottawa on the bike paths. Like, geese hang out on the bike paths, because a lot of bike paths in Ottawa are by the Ottawa River or St. Lawrence. I don't know. There's a lot of geese on the bike paths. And I would bike around Ottawa, and the geese, much like the shithead teenagers and groups of people on the sidewalks, the geese would not move out of my way when I bike past them. Now, if you're a smart goose, here's me as a goose, okay? Here's me. Whoa, shit, boys. Did you fucking see that? Jesus Christ. That was a fucking metal bullet that just... Holy shit, boys. There's two of them. Dude, I'm getting the fuck out of here. I'm moving back. They're clearly on this marked path here. I'm moving back. I'm moving the fuck back. Those things would fucking destroy us. We have long exposed necks, man. If that thing gets caught under a wheel of these... Jesus, boy. Holy fuck. Look at this shit. I gotta get the fuck out of here. That's me as a goose. You know why? Because I'm a smart fucking goose. But no, apparently every goose is fucking retarded because, I'm blowing past these geese on my bike. One little adjust from my handlebars, they're dead. They're fucked. Of course, I'm going to fall and get hurt too, but I'll probably live. You know what I mean? Those geese are fucked. I'm blowing past them. What are they? They're just kind of chilling, So here's my fantasy. They don't move. They don't even tweak. They don't even act crazy. Here's my fantasy. These geese get so used to everyone blowing by. What do I get? I get a knife on my shoe. I push my foot down. Knife sticks out from the edge of the toe. I'm biking by. Going fast. Here come the geese. They're right up on my grill, man. They're not moving. I see this shit. I say, okay, you guys are going to fucking learn today. And I turn my foot outwards and I slice their fucking heads off. Yeah, I'll kill a goose. I don't look like a fucking psychopath. But you know what? All the other geese will fucking learn not to fuck with humans. So, back to my fantasy of kicking a goose, which is maybe more palatable. Saw a video on TikTok. This big fuck-off horse, like a big draft horse. A goose was fucking with it, because goose are dumb as shit. The goose was fucking with it, and thank God, praise be to the mighty Allah, this fucking horse kicked the shit out of this goose and broke its fucking neck. Its long, weak-ass, exposed neck. That clearly, evolution, nature, hasn't taught it enough of a lesson. So I'm glad that this horse, delivered the final blow, literally, to be like, hey, man, don't forget about this meter-long vulnerability that you have. Maybe, protect your neck, literally, you fucking goose. So the big horse kicks it, and the goose gets all fucked up, dies. And I've never been happier. I was so happy. I was like, I felt so great. I was so cathartic. I was like, yes, fuck you, goose. It felt so good. Oh, it felt great. Fuck you, PETA. Anyway, so I hope, but as I'm telling you guys, my sick fantasies, you guys are like, this guy is a crazy piece of shit asshole who wants to murder geese. So what I pray that the universe blesses me with a moment where I'm so justified in kicking the goose. where even if PETA saw it, they'd be like, nah, Goose had it coming. You know what I mean? I hope that like maybe one day a goose is about to attack a small child and blind it, forever. And I'm wearing big fuck off steel toe construction boots. And I get a running start, man. I'm a big guy, I'm 6'3", I'm maybe not the most jacked homie, but I got so much lank, and I plant my right foot, and I fucking just, my left leg is all the way back up here, and I just fucking just thunder that motherfucker right in the chest. I think I want to get him right in the chest. I want to hit his chest so hard that the whiplash from my impact breaks his neck. That's what I want to happen. And just fucking, and then his chest collapses, right? And the feathers explode. Oh, fuck. Holy fuck, that would feel good. You stupid shit. That will teach you to hiss at people, you little fuck. Yeah, man. I don't know. Therapy is important. Yeah, what else do we got here? Yeah, I don't know. Acting. I thought acting was going to be a joke. Like, anybody can act. I can fucking do that, It's harder than I thought. And I think, when I started doing comedy, I was like, maybe I'll be an actor too. I don't think I could be a serious actor just because, like, I can't take myself that serious, You know what? I'm not even going to actually say that, because the only reason I had this thought is because I was in this piece of shit movie with this piece of shit dialogue doing, like, piece of shit art house stuff. But if I had an actual good script where I could understand the fucking character's motivations for saying regular dialogue as opposed to, like, robotic monologues, then I think I could be a good actor. But, I don't know. I was just, like, doing this role, and all I wanted to do was just joke, because the director wants it to be so serious and so intense. And it's like, what better opportunity is that than to, like, every fucking 5 minutes, I just want to, like, dab or be like, these nuts, just something so stupid just to break the mood he was trying to do. Yeah, anyway. It's hard. Itching your ear feels really good, but you can never get it. You know what I mean? Q-tips, I guess. I don't know. Self-defense tips. Sometimes you watch self-defense movies or self-defense videos, and they're like, okay, my name is Braden. I'm going to be teaching you about some self-defense moves today. It's very important. If a man ever comes at you, make sure first you kick him in the nuts and then you gouge him in the eyes, which, look, so far, yeah, I'm on board. Utility, effectiveness, all part of my brand. I love it. But then what happens is, like, make sure you kick him in the nuts and gouge him in the eyes. It may surprise you, but this will actually do a lot of damage. Kicking him in the nuts and gouging him in the eyes will actually do a lot of damage, and it will disorient them. Like, bro. The fact that, like, I'm surprised that you have made a career out of educating people that gouging eyes and kicking people in the nuts is an effective way of self-defense. It's like, yeah, no fucking shit, bro. Like, do you think this is new news? I would love to see the like the ladies at home who are like, oh, the nuts. I never thought of that. It's like, bro. Or somebody's like, oh, the eyeballs, of course. It's like, dude, of course, people, it's just because, like, I saw a couple of videos and they're like, I'm going to give you some self-defense secrets. And you're like, oh, okay. And they're like, go for the soft parts of the body. And you're like, okay. Like, dude, basic Darwinism has taught me what you just said. Like, I don't need your fucking video. So, oh, guess what time it is? Jokes. Time for jokes. Let's go. Bing, 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 bing. Click. What do we got today? My jokey friends will not go away. What do we got in our lives of world? A different way to be a girl. That's like the starting of maybe like, a show about trans people for kids, What do we got starting in life? A pair of genitals that cause us strife. What do we got starting in the world? A different way to be a girl. I don't know, something like that. Maybe like Sesame Street, but it's just about trans people and teaching kids about trans. Yo, CBC, hire me. Diversity hire. I'm a white, straight guy, but I got a kick-ass show idea. What's up? Okay, we got a fair bit of you guys. What you got? I pick wine like I pick women, whichever's closest, and approximately $20. I treat my apartment like the U.S. treats its police force. Apologize for the mess, but do nothing about it. Hey, political jokes. I like my women like I like my wine, cheap and unlabeled. Pretty good, Sometimes I write the same joke twice to see how it goes, okay? Fuck you. Veggie chips are great because you can eat the whole bag and only feel like kind of a piece of shit. Just a little bit. I'm now at the pandemic drinking level where White Claws are the same as bubbly waters. A little bit of alcoholism there for you, you know what I mean? I can't believe I once aspired to practice hacky sack. Because I used to be, high school, talking about Depresso high school time again. I would be on the high school, not playground, but like the scene, and you'd see the fucking cool stoners playing hacky sack, and you're like, dude, I should get really good at that so that I can impress all the cool stoners with my hacky sack skills. Those were literally thoughts that went through my head. Real ass thoughts. Can you fucking believe that shit? Tom, are you shitting on hacky sack? It's like a legitimate sport. Yes, I am shitting on hacky sack. Everybody who plays hacky sack is a dumb, smelly hippie. But Tom, I play hacky sack. You're a dumb, smelly hippie. Of all the ways to severely injure your palate, my favorite is Miss Vicky's salt and vinegar. Little chip jokes. Lots of chip jokes, You're like me if you spend more time trying to pick the perfect length of floss than you do actually flossing. Little floss joke, I try not to think of my apartment as dusty, but rather filled with potential canvases. Because you can draw on the dust. My apartment is so dusty, Dyson wants to sponsor me. The 1930s called my apartment and asked for its dust back. I like that. Do that one again. The 1930s called my apartment and asked for its dust back. My apartment is so dusty. Sorry. My apartment is so dusty it got in trouble for doing whiteface. It's pretty good. If I've ever told you I was sorry about the mess, I wasn't. Bum-bum. Today I ate chicken liver and thought, I'm eating all the stuff that the chicken rejected. And it still tasted pretty good. Vegetarian recipes are like, how would you like to combine your beans, rice, and greens today, sir? Frozen juice is to real juice like fake tits are to real tits. You know what I'm saying? One is better. Real tits are better. Even if your tits are fucking saggy and gross. Real tits are better. What's up? I said it. Feminism. Fuck you. People shit on instant coffee a lot. Wait, no, sorry. It's people shit out instant coffee a lot. It's a pretty good one. A little play on words there. I always forget to turn the kettle off. I've passed from this is dangerous phase and entered the how black will this turn phase. Much like when I visit Pornhub. That was a good joke. Fuck you. That was a great joke. The hardest burn I ever received was this one. I'm worked out here. The hardest burn I ever received. I was buying a water bottle and asking a lot of questions about it, and the lady said, I think you're overthinking this. It's a water bottle. Just, to get psychoanalyzed by a water bottle salesman, that's a tough burn on me. You know what I mean? I was asking about the different components of it, how it worked, all this shit. She was like this 50-year-old woman. She literally looked at me like this. She was like, look, like, I think you're overthinking this. And I was like, fuck you, lady. I'm just trying to be thorough about the water bottle I select. There was a lot of questions about it. You know, like the screw top has a slant. And I was asking, I was like, why is the screw top slanted? I really described it clearly. I was like, you see this part here, the top of the water bottle. If you notice, it has a gradient that is slightly larger than most other screw caps on a water bottle. And there's a gradient to this, whereas most other water bottle caps have, in fact, no gradient. They have a 90, a vertical edge. The edge of the cylinder of the cap is vertical. It's not slanted. So I pointed to, I said, do you also notice this vertical, this gradient? I said, I was like, look at this feat of engineering. What is the purpose of this feat? And she looked at me explaining all this like I was a fucking psychopath, which I didn't appreciate because all I was trying to do was appreciate the design of the water bottle. And what did she say? She said, I think you're overthinking this. I think you're not doing your fucking job, lady. Why don't you learn the fucking water bottle features? Instead of dismissing a customer's concern, you fucking twat. You little shit. Fucking stupid cunt. Okay, that was a good one. That felt great. I had a lot of fun on that one. I think you guys got some good fucking laughs, you little shits. So that was great. Fucking love you guys. Have a great night. I will be here next weekend. Goodbye.